Here I'm doing an inspection on Flawtech plate UT 6311. I'm going to go over some of my settings here. We're working with a gain of 66.8 at the moment. Let's see what else we got going on. Velocity 0.1261, 7.602, range of 3.705, no delay. Pulsar, we got going on here. On auto, 220 hertz, 200 volts of energy, 50 ohms of damp. We're in pulse echo mode. Our pulsar is square, frequency of 2.25 megahertz. Now working the filter, 2 to 21.5 megahertz, full rectify. Some of the trig we got going on, 70-degree angle, thickness 5/8, 0.625. That's the thickness of our plate here. And we are auto cowed. So with this plate, we had two defects. One being laminar discontinuity, which is going to be at the top here. We're going to try to find that using, we're going to take the wedge off and use longitudinal. But right now we're just calibrated for angle beam. There's a 70-degree angle here. So we're just going to show our second defect, which is right here, which ended up being a pretty tough slag inclusion. So I'll show you what that looks like. So we're working with a lot of gain too. For some reason, this slag inclusion needed a lot of energy to show up on my screen. Let's change this a little bit. All right. You can see here, this is where our laminar defect is, and it's really not showing too much on this side of the weld. This is actually kind of hard to tell on the screen, but it's actually a blended weld. You can see there's our root there, but the top side was blended. Let's see, maybe it'll show up at the angle beam. Yeah, you see, the way you could tell with this is with angle beam. Well, like, it's easy to know after the fact, but you can see our back wall is gone. And now it wants to show back up. But yeah, we'll get over that laminar. It's not, it's pretty much showing just about nothing. But if we had we took off the wedge and had it calibrated for longitudinal, we'd be able to see a significant drop in the plate thickness. The plate is at 625, and you would see from this face A that laminar defect thickness would drop from like about 6.625 to about 500 down. But enough of that. I'm going to show the slag inclusion. So we are working on our first leg here. There's nothing here. We keep sliding up. And that's the beginning of it here. Right there on the left side of the screen, shooting way up. Way up.
Are you still on that, Laurel? On that last one? Sorry, what?
So
For that last one for depth?
This is our slag here.
I'm resizing it right now.
Still in the first leg, but
Let me know if you need help.
yeah, you can see how it wanted to jump around a little bit. I'm skewing it right now. You can see it's changing, but it's not as much of it as if it was like a crack of some sort. And the telltale multiple peaks there. I'm just kind of skipped. Yeah, this one's funny. It took a lot more gain than I'm accustomed to seeing. It's only about 300,000 in length, so maybe that has to do something to do with it. But yeah, that's all for this plate.